Hi guys, welcome to Easy Peasy Gardening. I'm your gardener friend Ruchi, and today we are going to transplant our night blooming jasmine. So if you have seen my previous video, I had grown this from a little cutting. We had a little cutting this big, and we transplanted in last summer in this planter. And because actually it is an outdoor plant and it grows pretty tall as a shrub, so I don't want to plant it in the ground, but I want to plant it in a bigger container because it is springtime already, so it will start to grow now, and hopefully it will give us some flowers this summer. So I want to give it more space. So just going to look at the root system, and you can see that it has been growing like crazy. I won't say that it is root bound, but it's very healthy root system. So it's good that we decided to put it in a bigger container. Okay, so now I'm just going to fill it up. So I've not disturbed it at all, meaning I've just transplanted it, and now it will get more space around it. So hopefully it will grow even better than before. And the planter has good drainage at the bottom, and the soil is rich in compost. I mean, it's mostly compost, a little bit of perlite and little bit of cocoa peat. Perlite helps in the drainage of the soil, and cocoa peat helps in retaining a little bit of moisture so that you don't have to water it too often, and compost of course to give it nutrition. So this is done. I'm going to water it a little bit, and then although night blooming jasmine likes full sun, so for now I'm going to put it in a shaded area for 1 week, because we have not really disturbed it at all, and then I'll just put it back in full sun and report back how it is doing. I planted one plant in the ground also, and this one has doubled in size. I mean, you can see, those dark green leaves were the original size that when I planted it here, and all those light green leaves, they grew just recently. So within a couple of months, as soon as I planted this plant here, it just doubled in size. This one has also doubled in size. So basically, bigger planter helps. So it's been about 4 months that I transplanted, one plant from that small planter to this big planter. And if you look at this size, it is double the size of that small planter. And look what I found. We have some flowers growing here. This is so exciting. We planted these last spring, so it's been about 1.5 years, and we already have some flowers growing in these. So there are very few, but that's okay. This plant is only 1.5 years old, and it's especially the small container one, it's like about 3 feet tall, and the bigger one is about 5 feet tall. Even this one is this is actually now about 6 feet tall. I don't see any flowers in here, but the other plants have flowers and they are so fragrant. Actually, I forgot to mention, they are so fragrant. So they only open at night, but this is so exciting. In the morning, you know, I used to go near the plant and they were so fragrant. So one more thing I wanted to actually tell you, that you know, we grew both of these plants from those small cuttings. They were grown at the same time, but then you know, one plant I moved to this bigger planter. So this is a 5-gallon planter. The other one is uh, this right one. Yeah, so this one is a small planter and this is a 5-gallon planter. And you can see, you know, how much it has grown. It is double the size of that small planter. So I mean, we all know that, you know, you have to grow big trees or big shrubs in bigger planter or in the ground, but this is the real proof. I am showing you that, you know, I planted these at the same time and this bigger planter grew so much. So basically plants need space to grow, and sometimes, like for us, the ground soil is not that great, so I want to grow everything in the containers. And so if you want to grow a big tree or shrub in containers, just make sure that your container is big, otherwise, you know, it will not grow that well. So I hope this video was useful to you. I mean, we took the cuttings of night blooming jasmine, and then we grew them and then transplanted in them the 1-gallon planter over the winters. And then in spring again, I transplanted 2 of these plants, one in the container and one in the ground, and they grew so much. And all of them except the one in the ground got some flowers also. So I am hoping that now next year I'll have a lot more flowers from these plants. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.